As most of you know, we've had a request in for the better part of a year to make some changes up on the tower. I need to get with Chief Rowland and see where we are on that. We're planning on putting a second 2-meter repeater up there, and in addition to that, a 6-meter repeater. So we'll be doing some changing around and taking the 519 repeater. The WJ5J machine gets very busy at times, and keep in mind that if you'd like to, if you want to talk to somebody, you can call them and pull them off frequency and either go to the 70 centimeter machine or go to the 2-meter machine. They're both good spots. So, let's see, Gary, how are we doing on the Treasury front?
One never really knows. I've written a couple checks this evening. The balance the other day was in the checking account $25.24, but since then we should add about $70 or $80, whichever was, for PayPal. I've left a few bucks in PayPal because a couple of people overpaid their dues, and I need to get with them and figure what to do. Okay. So I left some money there just in case I need it. I got a check here for postage going to Ron. I paid Marina for some donuts and candy and stuff we use on the play day. Yeah. I've got a check in here for the bumper stickers. They were $231. We spent about $142 at Walmart for hamburgers and hot dogs and refreshments, and that's about the sum of it.
Okay, so we're still at least semi-solid.
We're semi-solid.
All right. Let's see here, Marina. You've already told us about upcoming events. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're past our busiest time of the year, so we can all kind of sigh and relax. I'm not going to try to sign us up for any more bike rides or anything to the end of the year. Let's see.
Some in August.
Is that going to be the Hot Rocks? Okay.
Need some APRS trackers.
Yes.
L150 if they're Wichita Falls.
Yeah. So.
Triple H.
The help me with the rock wall. Hot Rocks.
Yes, I think it's for some reason second weekend in August seems right.
Okay.
But I'll make sure it gets posted on the calendar.
Well, I know I've been going out there and helping them for probably the last 4 or 5 years. I think, Ron, you go out there and help them as well. So Rockwall's sort of one of our sister clubs, and they came over and helped us with the bike ride. So if you have time, it would be most appreciated if you'd sign up to help them with the Hot Rocks bike ride. Epic.
There's a general class coming up July 17th and 18th.
Okay.
$50. Alan is filming in Rockwall. No, correction, Rowlett.
Rowlett. Okay.
And there's still time to sign up if anybody else wants to join the class.
Okay. So, now,
training center.
it's at the Rowlett Fire. Is that Bill's office?
No, Bill's office is 7 streets over from me, but
Okay.
it's where the Rowlett. It's the second floor of the fire administration building on Main Street on Rowlett Road in Rowlett.
Now that's Alan Battinger, W5QNG, does that class. Alan has a very successful program, very high pass rate, up in close to 90% or greater. It's a 2-day crash course. $50 is the cost. I think that includes an ARRL license manual, which is $25. It includes the VE testing fee, which is $15. And he has some other handout materials he'll send out beforehand. It's an all-day Saturday, like 8 to 5, and half a day Sunday from noon till 4, and then the testing session is right after that. So I've been to a couple of them, and he's very successful. Any other announcements? All right. Well, we'll get to the program here in just a bit. Do we have any old business before the club this evening? Anything that's been, any hanging chads, anything like that? Okay. All right. Well, what I said earlier, we just gotten through with our busiest time of the year, June, with the bike ride and the HAMCOM and field day is one of our busiest times, and that's past it, so we can kind of sit back and relax for a while. One of the things I wanted to bring up is, and this may seem a bit far out, but it does require a bit of planning, is the Christmas party coming up in December. You know, we have 11 meetings normally during the year. The 12th meeting is our Christmas party. I don't know about anybody else, but I had a wonderful time at last year's party, the way we did it at Lakeside Activity Center. One of the things I wanted to bring up is that renting the Lakeside Activity Center, the way it has to be done is you have to rent it a minimum of 4 hours at a time. If you're a resident, it's during the week, it's $25 an hour. So last year we paid $100 to rent the hall for 4 hours for the party. I talked to Billy about it. If we want to have Max Barbecue do it again this year, Billy had requested to do it on a Saturday, okay? And there's,
Cost goes up.
well, the cost goes up, but there's a couple of, and I wanted to present this to see what you guys think. Billy said it's a little bit easier on him to do it on a Saturday because he doesn't have to run the restaurant all day and then come in the evening and set it up, okay? That's one thing. The other thing is the last year I made a tactical error. This was my mistake. Normally we have the meeting on the first Thursday of the month. I shifted it to the second Thursday of the month, not realizing that that was also the night that the Mesquite Citizens Police Academy Alumni Association have their annual graduation. We had invited a lot of city officials, the mayor, all the city council, things like that. And we did have a couple of the city council members show up, but a lot more we would have probably gotten Chief Rhodey, Police Chief Rhodey, and things like that. I don't know how that's important. It's important to me, but I don't know how it's important to you guys. If it, you know, I like to have our city council people know what we're doing. And so I would like to have the party on Saturday this time. It basically doubles the cost of renting the hall to $200. Anybody have any comments one way or the other about that?
You're talking about maybe having the first Saturday in December?
Actually, the second Saturday. And the only reason you can't get it the first Saturday is that because of Christmas in the park, they basically strip all the tables and chairs out of Lakeside Activity Center and take them over to Westlake Park for the Christmas in the park. And they don't have them back until the second week of December.
Well, as you said, that was the conflict last year, the second.
The conflict was the second Thursday.
Okay.
I'm talking about doing it on Saturday. The only real difference is it essentially doubles what we have to pay for the hall.
What was the cost last year for the party?
For the per person, help me here. Was it $15? Yeah, $15.
Okay, what we have, about 50 people there?
I think the final tally was closer to a 70.
Okay. $2 for the cost.
Okay. $15 would go towards the pay for the meal and a couple extra dollars to have that very nice Lakeside Activity Center. Guys, what do you think?
Yep.
Yay? Nay?
Yeah.
Sounds good?
Yeah.
All right. Well, since that's more than $100, we probably need to put that to a vote, right?
And we have another vote we need to work on.
Oh, that's right. We have the wording. Do you have that,
Nope.
Andy? You don't
You have a quorum?
Ron, do you have that? Okay.
Next week.
All right. We'll do that next meeting. Okay. All right. Old business. The changes to the bylaws. Those were published in the newsletter. And last two newsletters. The first one deals with is the life membership, the way the life membership is handled. Okay. And the second item deals with the responsibilities of the club treasurer for filing the proper a requirement written into the job description for treasurer that they'll file the proper files with the state and federal authorities. So, has everybody read that, or all right? Was there any discussion on it?
Does that simply mean that you as president should say, well, what my responsibility and if Jerry goes to jail, is that the point?
No, this has more to do with, for example, the IRS kind of snuck up isn't a good
Let me